Hello, welcome to whatever this is. Weird baseball things, I guess. Um, I have this up on my screen, as you can see. The 1875 Keokuk Westerns regular season game log with attendance, time, opposing starter, record, result, opponent, and date. I believe this to be their entire existence. Why? And why did they only play throughout 2 different months? No idea. Let's look at their team page. Home and away record. Total 13 games played. That checks out. 11 in May, 2 in June, and 1 winning game. Why did they fold? I believe, from what I've read from newspapers around this time, that they simply gave up, ran out of funding, and ran out of motivation to keep going. So they forfeited the rest of their games to whoever was playing at this time. I guess Chicago, St. Louis, and Boston and New York mutuals, which is pretty cool. I guess the one game they won it pretty big. Shortest game they had was a minute 40, which was multiple times. And a quite long game from a 15 to 1 output. They had one pitcher total, and the only team that they saw that played 2 different pitchers was RS. I forgot who that is, so let's take a look. Red Stockings, Boston Red Stockings, and as you can see, all of the teams here: Boston Red Stockings, Philadelphia Athletics, Hartford Dark Blues, Philadelphia White Stockings, St. Louis Brown Stockings, Chicago White Stockings, New York Mutuals, Keokuk Westerns, Brooklyn Atlantics, Philadelphia Centennials, St. Louis Reds, New Haven Elm Cities, and Washington Nationals. The first installment of the Washington Nationals. Not many people saw these games, and for this time, it was actually pretty much. Pretty much. A lot of people saw these games in this time, comparing to other games which had lows of 200 or 150 and highs of 2,500. This is around the middle, since they didn't even have a, I guess, home stadium. There's no home stadium listed. As far as I've searched this team, as there is little about it, this is all I can go by. Oh, I guess they do have a home team, a home stadium. What were its dimensions? Los Angeles. No, Iowa. I can't read. They went 1-7 at their home park. Not very good. It doesn't show dimensions of the park like it would for other ones, as you can see for these park directories. Let's just go to Coors Field, Denver. Oh, I guess not. It usually would say that, though, and I'm quite confused. Complete roster by position. Let's go to that. They had one total pitcher, Mike Golden. And they had a weird lineup where they didn't have a full roster for all 13 games they played, but they didn't have a backup. Or they did. Patty Quinn, who was awful. There's a lot of errors in this too. And I guess Patty Quinn was the only good player on their team, the 326 batting average. And a very surprising near 700 OPS. And the only positive wins above replacement, BFW. Mike Golden also had a very low ERA, surprisingly enough, although he allowed a lot. Maybe not a lot of earned runs, but a lot of runs in total. Go back to their game logs if I can. I cannot. Let me just find my way through this real quick. There it is. One pitcher where they didn't do so hot. 15 runs against in the first game with Golden. 16 runs against in the fifth game rather, and 12 in the 11th. Not very good. I guess Morgan, whoever this is, has the astounding opportunity to be the only pitcher to lose against these Keokuk Westerns. I want to find this guy. But as you can see, attendance for the St. Louis Reds, not very high. And I didn't realize that they could go all the way down to 50. An 8-0 win and a 9-0 loss. Are games that obviously no one wants to see. And glad no one got to see them. That's the Keokuk Westerns.